Mike, all three of you, Jamal and Nicola, had 25 points apiece tonight. Just what was working for you guys within the flow of the offense?
I just think we all had our times and knocked down some shots. Everyone shot a pretty good percentage from the field tonight. So offensively, we look pretty good. I don't see anybody under here that really shot under 50%. So pretty good night overall. I think everybody just took advantage of their opportunities.
Even without a guy like Halliburton, what are the biggest challenges that a team like India presents offensively? What do you feel like y'all did effectively against them tonight or today?
I mean, they pushed the pace for sure, and then they got like big guys who could stretch the floor, guards who can get in the paint. So they're a really good basketball team, and I know when they got Tyrese and even Naismith, I know they're even better. So they're definitely a good team.
There's this move where I think you did last game where you'll rise up like you're about to shoot and then pass to a teammate and then cut to the rim. When did you start doing that?
Yeah, I mean, I jump on my jump shot so I have time to kind of think if I feel like they are going to get a good contest. Sometimes they jump after me, so when I'm in there and I feel like they're going to get a good contest, I might kick it real quick and they're going to land after me so I can cut real quick. And it's just some just reading the game, I think.
Do you think the team was looking for you a little bit more late in the fourth quarter than usual?
Yeah, I hit a couple threes. I mean, it just all depends how the defense is playing. My guy was helping in on Joker's role, so I got a corner three. Jamal found me on the wing one time for another three. So it really just depends how teams are guarded. We run a lot of post-ups in the fourth quarter, and when teams double, Joker always makes the right play, so he'll throw it out. I might get a swing three. There was one where I think he swung it out to Jamal. Jamal swung it to KCP. KCP found me in the corner. So definitely some good looks.
Were you intentional about elevating on your jump shot even when you're wide open? Like some guys will like hardly jump if they're
when they're wide open. Yeah. I'm not super intentional. I just want to get my legs into it. That's just become a natural way for me to shoot. I mean, I used to, when I was younger, shoot more of a set shot, barely jump and just push it. I would shoot from well beyond the three-point line, but I just kind of noticed for my game and the type of shots I'm getting, highly contested, I feel like getting some elevation, it helps a lot.
You think there's a relation between the set shot having more range on it?
Yeah, I think if you shoot more of a set shot, more of a push shot, which I used to do more, you definitely can extend your range all the way back, probably get the shot off a little quicker. But then, when you shoot a jump shot like mine, I feel like you can shoot more contested shots without it bothering you. Sometimes I catch it in tight spaces and just rise over dudes. So that would some of those shots would be taken away if I shot more of a set shot, I feel like.
With that move that you were talking about with the passing out of your form, is that something that you work on at all, like away from the game? Is it something that's just spur of the moment? And if so, how do you? Spur
of the moment. Like I'll raise up for a shot. I mean, it's a quick read. Like if I jump and I feel like a guy's going to get a pretty good contest and I don't want to shoot that contested of a shot, I'll just pass it, and I know that right when I land I can cut and catch him by surprise. So tonight we would have had it, me and Joker, kind of a miscommunication. I passed it to Joker, and then I was still open by the three, so I stayed there. Sometimes I'll just cut, though. So I think Joker thought I was going to cut.
Are there ever times where you're thinking that you're going to pass out of it and then realizing at the last second that the right play is?
No, it's more the other way around.
Okay.
Like you're planning on shooting, and then they jump with you, so you pass out of it. But it's never like, oh, I'm going to pass, then I shoot. Nah.
How was Bruce Brown tonight? How was his game?
I thought he played really good, really aggressive, all-around game. I mean, Bruce is a really good player. He was a key piece for us winning the championship. So, I mean, he had, 18, 10. He was super active all night. That's just what Bruce does. So, definitely a good night for him.
When the guys come back, how much of winning the championship comes back to you guys too, when you have those things?
I mean, it's always good to see, your brother who you won it with. But, man, it's a new season. We're like 40 games in, so I don't think we're thinking too much about last year. But, when guys are coming in and getting their ring, it's definitely like we reminisce for a second with them.
I guess just to stick on that point, what was that moment like when you guys all gather around him basically and he gets to look at it?
Yeah, I actually, my pregame routine, I'm in the back at that time, so I wasn't able to gather around him. I just got to congratulate him. In the warm-up lines, and then when we went out for the tip, I congratulated him again. But I actually wasn't in that little huddle. I wish I was, but yeah, I wasn't there.
you mentioned 40 games in, 41, like mid-season time, just where would you assess where you guys are at right now, just whether it's physically, mentally, just how you guys are playing?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're in a good spot. I think we're about what you can expect, with a vastly different bench lineup than last year, coming off of a championship, a short summer. Obviously, we'd love to be number one in the West, but we're a couple games behind it, feeling good. Guys are healthy, that's all you can ask for.
I think you've been able to play in every game this season so far, and Malone was just up here talking about how impressed he is about just your health and staying ready and expanding your game. How much do you kind of like that you've been able to accomplish that and be available for every game so far this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me that's the biggest goal for me, considering all I've been through. Like, more than good games, bad games, it's being able to play in the games, and then other than that, everyone has good games and bad games. But for me, considering what I've been through, I think health and just availability is like the most thing that I can be proud of.
Do you still think about the brace that you got to wear, or is that just kind of second nature by now?
Nah, it's definitely you don't get used to wearing something like that. You kind of got to work around it. But I found ways to manage with it. It's not ideal, and we're still kind of working out ways to make it more minimal or feel better. It definitely bothers me, but without it, I mean, I probably could play, but I need the stability as well. So,
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
thank you.
Have a good one.